I'll give you guys a personal example. I remember when I had problems in my marriage, and you know, I've shared my stories. You can go check it out. There was a particular day when I said, no, this is it. I can't do this anymore. Hello guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new to my channel, hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Summer. So in this video I want to talk about a lot of this thing, you know, this idea of people saying, oh, I want the Ooni and his wife to come back together, I want them to come back together and stuff like that. In this video I want to talk about why they shouldn't get back together, and also why they should get back together. So two things I'm going to be addressing, so at least you know that I'm about to address these two things. So coming to, you know, why they shouldn't get back together. Okay, let me say why they should get, okay, let me talk about why they shouldn't get back together. One, they shouldn't get back together because of people. They shouldn't get back together because it should be good for the royal thing, like how do I say it, to be good for the royal whatever, I don't know how to phrase it. You know, they shouldn't get back together because it is what people want. They shouldn't get back together because, you know, it's against this culture, no. That shouldn't be a reason for couples to get back together. Marriage is not something you do for people. It's what you do for yourselves. It's not something you do to make other people happy. It's what you do for your own happiness. At the end of the day, it is your life to live. Your life. You cannot live your life for other people. If that makes sense. It's going to be a struggle if they come back together because that is what the world wants. That's what's going to look good. Because at the end of the day, they will come out in public and smile, and then they go home, they are miserable. They go home, they are not in the same room, they can't spend time together, they don't talk to each other, and they come in public. And you know when she made a post, the wife's post on Instagram, that she used to tell everybody that they're no longer together. In that post, she said that, according to her, she said the Ooni is creating a different picture of who he truly is or something like that. We don't know what happened. That's what she said. That is not how to live a life. Even the Ooni should be free to be himself in the palace and outside the palace and in every part of his life. Even those that are saying he's married and divorced several times, blah, 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 at the end of the day, no matter what you think his inadequacies are, he shouldn't come and pretend to please the world. If there's something about him that he wants to work on or whatever, he's better off working on it than to come and do whatever so that you guys can like him, so that you guys can be pleased with him. I really hope I'm making sense. If they're going to get back together, let it not be because of others, because of what people will say. At the end of the day, other people will not come and live their life for them in the marriage. And then they go to why they should get back together. I mean, to now, why they should get back together. The reason they should get back together is if they fell back in love with each other. If they were ever in love, I don't know. Or they fell in love with each other. Or reason they should get back together is if they have come to a realization that, oh, we actually are missing each other. We actually would love to be with each other. You know, we actually want to make this work. We actually care about each other. We actually love what we had. You know, let it be because of them. So I've explained why they shouldn't get back together. Now I'm going to tell you why they should get back together. If they found or refound, sometimes I struggle with some English words, refound or rediscover. If they rediscover the love they had for each other or stuff like that, it should be about them, not about people. I hope I'm making sense. So I'm not saying they should get back together. I'm not saying they should not, but I'm saying if they have to do it, let them get back together for personal reasons between them. Not because of Una or what people will say or what the world will say. Let it be for the right reasons. I'll give you guys a personal example. I remember when I had problems in my marriage, and you know, I've shared my stories. You can go check it out. There was a particular day when I said, no, this is it. I can't do this anymore. I was fed up. I was really fed up. I was like, no, there's no way I'm going to live my life like this. I was fed up. I remember ringing my mother on the phone. I was like, no, this is it, I'm done. But later on, she told me she was actually at the market. She said she just sat down somewhere at the market because, you know, in her, you know, because of how weak she felt from what I was saying to her. But my mother said something to me. And she said to me, she said, look, remember the love you had for that man. You remember the love that made you say, I will marry him even regardless of the fact that there are this and that and that. Remember that love that you had for him that made you not want to listen to anybody when you wanted to marry him. Remember that love. Rekindle that love in your heart. That was what my mother said. And honestly, I just started crying. Because at that moment, I actually thought back to truly the love that I had for that man, you know, how much I felt about him, how I felt about him, and everything came back, flooding back, and I just, that broke me and made me change my mind, because I really did reflect on the love that I had for him, and it worked. Then I changed my mind because of that. It was a personal reason. I didn't do it for anybody. I didn't do it to please anybody. It was me rethinking, and you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Remembering how, hey, Jesus, when I say love wanting, it was real love wanting, if you guys, you mean? So it worked because it was a real, genuine reason, personal reasons to continue, right? When many years, you know, later on, when I was really fed up, because a lot of the things that I was complaining about did not change, I got to a point I said, no, I can't do this anymore. A lot of you would have watched my marriage stories, and I realized that no, this is not right. This is not how I want to live my life. And I remember speaking to him. I said, no, I can't do this anymore. I just feel like, you know, a lot of you know I'm writing my book, and I'm going to put more details, because there are some, when people ask questions after watching the video, I realize that, okay, there are actually some aspects that I need to maybe elaborate on and explain, and that's going to be in my book. When I was, you know, telling him I don't like this, I don't like that, I don't like that, he didn't seem to care. To be honest with you, it didn't seem to bother him, you know, stuff like that. The things that were really killing me inside, that didn't seem to really bother him. But when I realized that I couldn't do this anymore, and I just said to him, that's it. I said, I'm done. Like I said, I'm done, and all of that. Initially, he didn't take me seriously, because he was like, you know, when you say love, I love that guy. Like, do you know what this will? Let me not go into all of that. A lot of you would have watched those videos. So I don't think he believed it. But when it finally dawned on him, honestly, he did not care. I said this, I said that, and I think he never believed that I would do anything. He never believed that I would truly do it. Because, you know, anyways, eventually when my mind was made up, and I made it to him clear that he didn't move. But when he finally realized that I was serious, he started kind of like, oh, begging me or whatever. I want to show you guys the contrast between when my mother spoke to me to change my mind, and when he spoke to me and couldn't change my mind. He said to me, he said, hey, my enemies will laugh at me, his enemies will laugh at him, right? What will people say? And that even got me more angry, because I was like, this person is not giving a damn about the pain that I feel, but he's actually very concerned about what will the world say, what will people say about his enemies. So his enemy, oh my God, we have made peace, so you know me, we have made our peace or whatever, but I can't share these things without saying exactly how it happened, right? But it even got me more, because I realized that his enemies and what the world will say had higher priority over my pain and my tears and things that my heartbreak and everything. And that even got me even more angry, because I realized that I just felt like I wasn't valued, but the opinions of his enemies, the opinion of his enemies and the people had such a priority. Okay. Sorry guys, my battery died and I had to put another battery in. So, but I saw, like, look at these two differences. I just want you guys to see the massive difference between when my mother spoke to me and she was like, remember, it had effect on me. Because, how do I say, it made me think about reasons why I should continue. As in, personal reasons why I should continue. Remembering how I started, how I felt about this man, and all of the, compared to doing it for people. Doing it because of what people would say. Doing it because of external reasons rather than internal, personal reasons. I'm applying this same thing to Ooni's marriage. I do not believe they should come back together because that's what people want. That's what would look good to the world. It shouldn't be like that. Because if they stay together because of what people will say, or because it will look good to the world or whatever, they will be miserable people. Life is too short. They will be so miserable. It's not worth it. They should get back together if they have it personal reasons, because they really want to reconnect personally with each other. Funny enough, there's a lot of that going on. People coming out on social media and ready to be a best marriage in the world, and the whole world, oh, look at them, 20 years anniversary. In the marriage, there's no marriage, but in the eyes of the world, there's a marriage, and they are dying in silence in the marriage. You understand? A lot of marriages you see on social media are pepper them marriages, especially women. Women are very good at that. Women are very good at pepper them marriages. Like, let me come out and show, my husband is the best. Oh, all of that on social media. But inside the house, it is all kumo. On social media, it is really where, you know, look at it. A lot of pepper them marriages are out there. When you now hear that, they fight, oh, the other one did it, the other one go say, how come? Because there were no signs of it. Bottom line, my point is this. People should not stay in a marriage to please other people. People should not stay in a marriage because of what people would say. People will not stay in a marriage and say, God hates divorce, oh, God hates divorce, oh. This is how some people, we have seen a lot of marriages that it ended up in one person getting deleted. Because they stay together because church no go let them go apart. Family no go let, because society no go let. And then one person gets deleted, the other one goes to jail. I'm talking of ordinary people now. The other person goes to jail, and then the children have no father and mother. Then is that one better for society? Is that one better for society? Because once people think about it, some people don't think about this aspect of it. Children losing their father and mother, is it good for society? No. So at the end of the day, don't be saying weigh these things. For this girl to have woken up one day and made that post, it's not for no reason. There must have been a reason. I'm not saying they should not come back together, but I'm using them as an example. There are couples that have gone back together and their marriage from there become so rosy and beautiful because they have realized what they missed. You know, maybe the man realized, I wasn't so good, I can do better, or the woman realized, and then it becomes happily ever. It happens. That is amazing. But it shouldn't be. And that is why people should get back together for good intentions, for good reasons. Realization of their mistakes, if there were mistakes, or realizing what they could have done better, and realizing that, oh yeah, we actually need each other, we actually love each other, we actually, you know, belong together and stuff like that. That can happen, and they can get back together for those reasons, but not because of what people would say. So I hope I make myself clear. And let me emphasize, because some people, they hear one part, boom, and they run. They don't listen to the whole video. What am I saying? I'm not saying they should come back together or they shouldn't come back together. All I'm saying that decision should not be based on what people would say. That's not how it should be. It should be for personal reasons, because they are the ones that are going to live in that marriage. I'm going to leave this video here. As always, whatever your opinions are, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. And with that, I'm going to say thank you for watching. Until the next time, guys. Bye-bye. Bye.